What's happening? Good morning, Camille. Hello. Shri Singh. Hello. Good morning. And No Trace Talks is here. Hello there. Good morning. How's everybody doing? How was Asia's session? I can see that it might not, I mean, it was not the best Asia sessions, I would say so. Or who knows? Maybe it was. Gold and silver going down so far. Hey, Gariel. Yeah, so far pretty much tanking. We'll see how far it will go. No Trace Stocks is short from 800. Nice catch. Good morning, good morning. Okay, so far so good. Let me check the charts. What is happening? Possible turning point on gold, but let's look for the zones. Let's look for those supply demand zones as usual, or as usually. Let's start with NQ here. Okay, there is actually there's a good one on NQ. Has been mitigated once, but we're gonna put this on the map anyway. Okay, this is from yesterday 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. That's a 15-minute demand zone. All right, I like that. Opening of this candle is 640.75. Low of this candle is 590.50. All right. So that's one down there. And Marco, hello. Dominic, good to see you back. Dominic, what's up? Okay. Yeah, we technically raided down into this zone as well. But what else is there to see? Let's check the higher time frames as well. Mullo is here. Hello. Congratulations. I mean, I saw your message. I forgot because it was late night. I forgot to write you back. Congratulations on the Warbucks payout, man. That is amazing. Amazing result. Oh my gosh, all these relative equal highs. Very teasing. I was checking these highs earlier. I mean, yesterday as well. And look at that Friday, the 5th, the 8th, the 10th, and 11. Relative equal highs here. Potential buy-side liquidity up there. Look at how close we are. Curry Fishbowl, hello. You did absolutely great, Malo. Okay, relative equal highs up there. Why do I feel like this is still bullish? Why do I have the feeling that this is still bullish? December 26th, 9:30 open. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have a buy side here as well. We have two buy side liquidity levels. Now this is interesting because this was a market open. I mean, opening range. There was no market open, so I take it back. It was December 26th, but still 935 potential buy side up there. Gotta be careful here. I don't know. I'm not sure about this 15-minute demand zone down there now. 48 hours to pay. Yeah. I gotta pay out with them as well. Only like a few $100, but Bandknig, hello. Which funded futures network plan do you recommend? Standard. I would go with the standard because I think for the value, I mean, it gives you almost all the benefits that you have on the expert or express plan. I don't even know what's it called, the other one. Express, yes, sorry. You wrote that. So express. I go with the standard. At this point, I mean, there's so small difference, only the minimum trading days and consistency rule difference there, but I would go with the standard for sure. And I do have the standard plan still, so I trade on the standard. Got Apex Evals, man. I doubt I will get profit target. Come on, man, don't worry, Dominic. If not, you still can start the next cycle with a fairly good amount of, I mean, profit already on the account. Profit is profit, Malo. Exactly. A win is a win. You're welcome, Ben. Bangding. Sorry, I do have an issue pronouncing some names here. I am sorry. Bill Owens, good morning. All right. So, I'm not sure if this one wants to go lower. Quick check on gold. Schwarm, hello. Just in time for gold. Bending over. Oh gosh. Yeah, just in time for gold, Schwarm. Yeah, so looking at gold, let's look at the hourly and the 4-hour. There is an app. Sorry, I take it back. Okay, there is none. I gotta look to the left here. Do I have some nice juicy zones? No, not so much. On the hourly. Excuse me. I almost thought that we have something here on the hourly. We have this gap here. That's for sure. I know that's teasing everybody. Like, we still have that gap. And we have all-time high way up there. We have a zone. In terms of zones, there is nothing on the 1 hour. I mean, there is one, but that's not too good. We have an absolutely beautiful 15-minute demand zone way down there, which is awesome. That is an excellent zone, but let's just continue with this 15-minute demand zone. Okay. Now, we just took liquidity from yesterday's London session. The scary thing is that to the left here, this is a 1 hour zone, and we haven't really got there. I mean, it's not a perfect one. It's absolutely not a perfect one. I gotta check it on the mini. Yeah, let's see. Opening is 95, close. Yeah, it's a bullish candle. It's a bullish pin bar here. It's a bullish pin bar. Open 95, close 96. Yeah, slightly bullish pin bar here, so that's why it makes it not too relevant, but still, I'm gonna put a line here. It's not actually a valid zone, but there is a zone-ish thing on the hourly at 45.16.7. Now that we swept yesterday's low, which is London low, question is, are we going to remain bullish? I'd like to think that we will. I think that this was the initial move here from those candles. from these bullish candles here. This started the movement that actually pushed the price lower, and then it created all this cycle, and somehow, I don't know why, it finished to go all the way back there to 4516.7, which is all right, but and we have all-time high there. I get it. So the idea is the same as yesterday. So we made all this cycle from this area on gold, and we made all this trip and failing just before coming back here to 4516.7. It just failed just before the finish line, gold. And I just don't know if gold wants to like go all the way down, pick up liquidity from this demand zone even lower to close that gap, or is this gonna be like this, slowly going up there to finally, maybe not even in the New York session, but later in Asia, finally get the zone, you know? So which one is gonna happen? What is going to happen here? What is gonna be the narrative? Romeo, hello. Hey. Peachbud, good morning. Jay to Trader, hey. Oh, there are zones. I'm gonna check it in a second, Jay. I got an email from Apex. Congratulations on your brand new Apex Pay account. Your account has been selected for review and monitoring from our risk management. Oh my gosh. I don't know what they're doing, Camille. Actually, some other traders were also messaging me, not now, but in the past couple of months, getting the same exact email that you just got. I think they are just randomly picking people. I think maybe I got the same email last year, but no follow-up after that on my end. You got the same message? Wow. First time I hear talking about bullish pin bar. Well, I did talk about it before. Yeah, Trev, true. That's a magnet. It has been a magnet. Yeah, all these candlestick formations are, I think they're actually cool once you understand what to do with it or how to, you know, put this in the narrative. You got the email today. 30% negative drawdown. I don't know what they want to do. I might have got the same email sometime last year, but I know a few traders got it recently. I mean, not now, but in the past couple of months. Okay, so these are the two narratives on gold. Are we gonna go lower here? I have no idea. Let's go to the lower time frames. Let me delete this markup. All right, let's go to lower time frame. Let's see what's happening. I think I would be looking for potential buys above this level, right? That would be an idea for me. If we go lower, I'm just not sure. We need down close candles for sure. So we need, if we want to go lower, we definitely need down close candles. We have the 4500 level here as well. Psychological number, magnetic number. So I don't know what to do with gold at this point. The dirty doji candlestick. Yeah, The doji actually, you know, the indecision can actually help you in some breakout strategies, I guess, depending on which time frame you're at. More transparent with emailing before payout instead of rejecting the payout. Yeah, hopefully there will not be asking video explanation. Once I've been told by someone at Apex, actually this is unofficial, I can't tell you who it was, but I've been told that they were requesting the video explanation about the strategies because of KYC fraud. So for example, someone was registering an account under his or her grandmother's name or whatever, and they actually wanted to see who is trading the account, or they were not sure if the same person is the one who's trading it. I mean, if the registered name is the same person who's trading the account, so they wanted to make sure that the person who has the account registered under their name is the same. So they were asking, they did not want to know about the strategy. They didn't care less. I mean, they couldn't care less about the strategy. That's what they told me. They don't care about the strategy. They wanted to know if that person can actually talk like a quote-unquote real trader, if that person actually knows what he or she is talking about. That's what they wanted to check. Like, does this person knows what he or she is talking about? Or because if they saw that that person didn't even know what the hell is going on, and it was just staring at the camera like, hello, I'm here, I don't know what to do, I don't know what is day trading, whatever, then that was a red flag. Like, okay, this person clearly doesn't know what is trading, so then they're closed the account. So that's why they were asking in many cases video proof, strategy explanation, whatever. I know I'm not defending Apex, I'm just saying, like, this was one of the reasons amongst many, but they wanted to make sure KYC fraud can, I mean, they were after KYC fraud because that was in many cases. That's what I've been told last year, 2025. Many users were having they were hedging accounts, KYC fraud, stuff like that. So anyway. Hey Ollie, what's up? Hello. All is good? Maybe they're doing it because you want to pay out. That's true. And also they're doing it because there are some strategies that they don't like. So if somebody's accumulating too much money, that could be one of the reasons. Yes, that's true. Maybe. No confirmation. This is just my personal opinion. Who knows? They asked me before, it's just because, yeah. Yeah, there are companies and certain individuals out there in the online space that you can pay them and they are going to trade for you. But the problem is that they are copying most of those trades. That's actually a KYC fraud at many prop firms. I'm not defending prop firms, I'm saying that's a KYC fraud. And that's against every rule, every prop firm. I mean, every prop firm has the same, somewhat exact same rule. And that's why it can be problematic. I mean, they're just, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, is it a scam? You know why legally it might not be a scam? Because prop firm trading is not regulated. So if it's not regulated, there's no law against it because it's simulated accounts, right? There's no regulating authority. It's simulated accounts, basically demo accounts. So the only thing that there is the prop firm's own contract or terms of rules or policies for trading that is quote unquote protecting the prop firm. So is it a scam thing? Legally, it might not be a scam, but prop firms don't like it because that's basically exploiting the simulated accounts. But I don't want to play devil's advocate. I'm not here to say. I'm just saying, like, this could be one of the things. Who knows? Same email from Apex today. Gave all video proof last year. Yeah, I know some other people received that too. I think they're just, you know, sending this like almost to everybody in a bulk email list, and that's it. Exactly, Kwang. Exactly, Kwang. That's true. Yes, you can trade. Actually, you can hedge with options. If you know what you're doing, you can hedge it against options. I didn't do that yet. Never say never, right? And I know some traders are doing it. They're hedging it against options. I mean, they're funded accounts. Who knows? I mean, yeah, Ollie. I mean, yeah, I really don't want to be devil's advocate. If I would be owning a prop firm, which I don't want to, I don't need those headaches. But if I would be owning a prop firm, I would also definitely do everything what I can to filter out hedgers, KYC people, and, you know, all those users who are paying for a third-party service to trade on the simulated accounts. So I would also do the same thing to protect the business, quote unquote, to protect the business. Question is, what are those methods that you can use to filter out these users? Because assuming there are lots of quote unquote good traders, fair traders, respectable traders who want to trade by the rules, and yeah, but there's also I guess a lot of quote unquote traders, individuals who just want to exploit the simulated accounts in any certain way. I can also imagine that there could be a mathematical explanation or system somewhere, especially amongst those people who are having these KYC accounts, fraud accounts, and third-party services. I think they have an equation somewhere on a whiteboard, maybe, like, okay, if we do this on these couple of accounts and we hedge on these other accounts at this prop firm and that prop firm, maybe they have a mathematical equation how they can actually squeeze out money from the prop firms by blowing up funded accounts left and right. But at the end, I guess some funded accounts will pay out money. There could be an equation for that, but that's a different thing. That's not actually something that we're after, right? We want to be better in trading. So that's exploiting the prop firm game, and that's a different thing. And yeah, obviously prop firms want to get rid of those people, but who knows? I'm just talking out loud. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to protect anyone. I don't want to protect or defend any prop firm. I'm just saying, like, it's a thing. It's what they're doing. Serial, hello there. Sparta, good morning. Apex is probably the easiest way to do it with those hard rules. Somewhat, yes. And obviously they need to do it because I don't know how many prop firms allow you to trade 20 funded accounts at the same time. But, you know, because Apex lets people to do that, they actually have to be very cautious. You know. Yeah, schemers and scammers, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes I can't express myself, but yeah, there are some individuals like that. They just want to exploit the system. My wife said I was crazy. I fell asleep with my phone on my hands and the charts. Yeah, we all have that. We all every now and then it happens to every one of us, right? All right, not much is happening so far. NQ and gold. You're trading. That's true, Devin. I agree with you. Trading is hard enough with without 10,000 rules. That's true. I agree. I agree. %, agree with you there. Obviously, we don't need more. That's why, for example, Lucid Trading is very popular nowadays because the rules are super simple. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here. It's a quote from John Apex, not a correction to you. Yeah, yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I remember. Now I remember he had this. Now I remember, actually. I had a good day yesterday. Yes, I did, Kwang. Price action was good. I was in a bit of a loss. I mean, break-even-ish. Yeah, but then managed to make it right at the 9:30 open. And after that, I actually took another trade later on after the stream. So that was good. I walked away when they asked me to send a video. Oh my gosh. I understand. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. So they want to see your face and they want to see you talk about your trading strategy and your setup. It's not because they're interested in your strategy. They want to know if you are really the person who trades the account. That's what they want to know. They want to see if you can actually talk about trading. That's what they want to see. They don't care about your strategy at all. They just want to see if you can talk about trading. That is it. Face, yeah, I wanted face. 946 pump. Let's go. So that was one of the main reasons, because of KYC suspicion, KYC fraud suspicion. They wanted to see. Like, obviously, let's just give, again, the same example. If they saw that a 87-year-old grandmother subscribed to Apex to trade, obviously that's very suspicious. Like, why would an 87-year-old lady subscribe to day trading? So let's just ask a video proof. Okay, I know that's not the best example, but something like that. If there was suspicious account activity, registration, or same trades amongst the same from the same area or whatever, they just wanted to know if that person who is registered the account with can actually talk about trading. Well, that's another good question, Shenanigan. That's a good question. Yeah, basically copy trading, against copy trading groups, yes. Yeah, Kwang. Could be. Yeah, Ali. Anyway, that's what they do sometimes. But one thing is undeniable. Apex, amongst other prop firms like TopStep and some others as well, paid out $600 million to traders. So it doesn't, I'm not saying they have not denied payouts in the past, lately, in the past year or so, but they still pay out traders who trade by the rules. That's it basically. Sign language, yeah, that's true. That's I don't know. Price action could be slowing down. Well, whatever it's doing is definitely slow now. There's a sell side liquidity because we are in a 5-minute zone here on NQ. Interesting bounce here. Could be going lower again. But I don't know how long or how far. Yeah, exactly. Albert, hello. All is going good, thank you. NQ just a little bit died down in volume this morning. Well, I mean, at least so far. Looking for buys on gold maybe, but nothing is happening. Not much is going on. The Asia session wasn't so productive, I guess. I mean, seeing this drop, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but okay. So far, not much is happening. I gotta get some more tea. I'm drinking tea this morning, so I gotta get some more. So I'll be right back. Let's wait for NQ to do something. Just a second. Please smash the like button and subscribe. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some tea. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. All right, already here. I got the tea. Not moving. Nothing is moving. It's so bright outside. Hold on. I have to pull down the rollerblades. I need to find the remote. Just a second. All right. We have it. It was snowing all evening. Now it's too dark. A little bit better. It's too bright. A little bit better. Spill the tea. Yeah. The X drama. What is the X drama? The gossip. I mean, it was already, I mean, it has been brewed, so I just had to pour some out. I just need the perfect tea. Oh, really? It needs to sit in the water for 2 hours instead of technique. I might have to look after how to make the perfect tea. I will research it, how to make the perfect tea. But I'm drinking Earl Grey, by the way. So this is Earl Grey in my BMW coffee mug, actually. Top step emails yesterday was gossip. Oh. I don't know what they're doing nowadays. I just hope that their platform is good again. Edgar, good morning. Hello. Hans. Apex Risk Management pointed their eye on me a couple of days ago. And yesterday I got an email. They won't sell any more evals. What? Can still trade accounts I already have with them though. Wow. That's interesting. I mean, that usually means because we have some... I have actually 2 people from my Discord who got this email last year, and they were monitoring his their PA accounts, and they got a payout, and after like a month or so they reinstated their dashboard, like they can now purchase evaluation accounts again. But still kind of interesting. AG Trader, hello. Why are you up so late in the night? I'm not in the US, I'm in Europe. And my time right now is 8:37 a.m. in the morning. I'm surprised my money is not good for them anymore. I don't know why they're doing it. Good question. If Apex sent you monitoring to take you live email, that means they want to ban you. Yeah. If you get this email from Apex, I wouldn't say they're indefinitely want to ban you, but yes, that is something that you're making too much money, basically, or at least you're in net positive. You're in absolutely a net positive territory, and you're getting regular payouts, and then they want to get rid of you. I mean, by putting you to a live account or whatever. Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, Anne, good morning, jó reggelt. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, yeah, Amstone, I don't know anyone. Let me know, because nobody knows anyone, any single person, any human being alive that has been taken to a live account by Apex. That is true. Oh, the silver volatility could be. Hey Jake, hit the like, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. By the way, smash that like button. Let's notify that YouTube algorithm about the stream. Look at gold. Pushing higher slightly, who knows how far. There you go. Consistent trader, thank you for updating us. Yeah, so you received the same email last year. For 5 months you receive payouts. Yeah, they just want to, I mean, if they see that someone is doing good, that could happen. And you passed 20 evals. Wow. Not much is going on with price action. This is a casino. Yeah, Romeo. So the thing is, we never heard anyone who actually went to live with Apex ever. Nobody knows. I mean, nobody has ever known anyone being transferred to live account at Apex. Oh my gosh, we are unplugged here. Crypto is frozen as well. Everything is just stopped moving. Yeah, 20 minutes left, 19 minutes to be exact. Let's see. Let's see if London Open will have some mercy on us. I don't think there will be anything that can help us until London. Yeah, no pullback on gold. Kind of crazy. And here's what the 5-minute chart looks like on the supersonic indicator from the future. So this is NQ. It's definitely, I mean, it could be turning. You see this here, this is an RSI. It's definitely oversold. There's a potential turning point. So who knows? Also oversold RSI. This is gold. I don't know. Not much is happening. Not much is going on. London Open higher or lower? I have no idea. I have no idea, Albert. I wish I would know. At this point, I mean, we have a sell side liquidity at 7. Let me put this here. Ah, bad. Sell side liquidity here at 750. Nice round number. I like that. I like the 750 level. You know, just to pick up some more liquidity. And we have a beautiful 15-minute demand zone lower. So I would lean a little bit more bearish here, but I have no idea. We have to wait for a shift. I'm not going to do anything until we're shifting 800 higher, or who knows. Did you read the news about Trump and Greenland again? Oh, it's in the news. I don't even have to read it. Guess what? It was in the Hungarian mainstream media that Trump is claiming Greenland. It's in the mainstream media, so you know, it's one thing to read news on X, but when but when mainstream media picks it up, that also, like, I'm not saying I don't believe in mainstream media anyways. I'm just saying, like, they're talking about it. It was in the evening news, by the way. It was in the evening news yesterday in Hungary. Hey, you don't have to be sorry about him, AG. I mean, I'm not taking political sides. I mean, sides here. I don't want. I'm not going to state that. I mean, especially not in on the United States political, you know, playground yet. I mean, or I mean, I have nothing to do with that. So I have an opinion. I have an opinion though, which I don't want to really share here on stream because I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not taking sides. I'm not saying anything good or bad on Democratic Party or Republicans or Trump or against him or whatever. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know. I have my opinion, but I don't want to dive into that. And YouTube is not, again, let me repeat that. YouTube is not about free speech. I'm going to say it the third time. YouTube is not about free speech. So, Martin Muchka, hello, good morning. Hey, Zalán, jó szép jó reggelt. Fellow Hungarian trader, hello. Denmark already put troops. Oh my gosh, Norway, Sweden. Yeah, it's a NATO country. Who knows? I mean, it's NATO territory, but who knows? Hoping Trump sends Delta to lift Keir Starmer. Well, all I can tell you that I hope somebody sends the Delta Force to lift our prime minister here as well. I don't care who sends the SWAT team. I don't care which country, but I would surely. I mean, I can talk about politics in my country. I mean, against my government. But I sure hope that they're gonna lift our prime minister real soon. There's going to be elections in Hungary in 3 months. 3 months elections. And this is going to be a very, very important election. Very important election in Hungary. I think this is going to be one of the most important elections since 1989, in my opinion. Well, I can tell you are not a liberal. I cannot confirm or deny that. I'm not calling myself a liberal, but I also not calling myself. What's the other? I don't know. I'm not on the left. I'm not on the right. I can tell you guys that. I'm not on the left and not on the right. I'm from Denmark and I woke up to 300 polar bears seeking asylum. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. I can imagine Kenneth wakes up 300 polar bears outside his window. Conservative, yes, sorry. I'm definitely not a leftist or liberal or whatever. I'm not a conservative. I don't call myself those. I have my standards. Definitely, I have a standard. I'm not saying I'm agreeing on any side. I have my opinion, but I guess I would call myself somewhere in the middle. GC has 5-minute fair value gap. Isn't it a target? 5-minute fair value gap on GC? It's a possible target. Now so now we are closing higher. here, shifting the structure. Fair value gaps are, it could be good for a target. I'm not using for target. I mean, I'm not using the fair value gap as a target. I'm actually using it for picking up liquidity. It could be used as target as well. I'm not saying it can't. There is one here, that's true, and there is some other higher. Not sure. I heard you have government voting next year. Yeah, this in 3 months. Yeah. But we will move. Viktor Orban gets elected again. But I have a niece who probably will move if Viktor Orban. Kwang. Many people are saying that if Viktor Orban gets elected again, people are going to leave the country for good. Actually, to be honest, because I can tell, because I can say, because I'm living here, this is my country, my environment. But the thing is, it got to my mind as well. If this government is going to be re-elected again, I might have to think about my future of leaving the country. So it got to my mind as well. I'm paying tax in this country, but I don't want to pay more tax to make Viktor Orban's family richer. I don't want to give my tax money to his daughter. I don't want to give my tax money to Viktor Orban's best friend. I don't want to give my tax money to the husband of his daughter, his son-in-law. I don't want to give my money to Viktor Orban's family. I want to give my money so the government can build better hospitals, better care for the elderly, and so on, to build this country back from the ground. I don't want to make Viktor Orban's family any more richer. That's it. I'm fed up with this. I don't want to make them any more richer. Why is Hungary giving billions of Hungarian forints, which is not dollars, but I would say millions of dollars, to third world countries to build schools and roads in third world countries, and our roads and healthcare and everything is a piece of shit? I'm sorry. I'm not giving my tax money anymore to this government. That's it. That's why I have to. That's why I have to reconsider everything. And I don't want to. I mean, this country is gonna go. This country is finished if this government is gonna be re-elected again. It's done. It's over. YouTube is not free speech. Welcome YouTube to Sweden. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind. Yoto, what you looking on gold? We have some fundamentals. Sorry. Nothing really. I was just looking if we can get up there to 45.12, 45.16-ish level. But since there is no fair value gap, no pullback, I can't really do anything. And NQ is still not doing anything. Oh yeah, so these targets higher on gold, it's basically this is a 1 hour supply zone. It's not a perfect one. It's a 1 hour supply zone. Hawaii is nice, yeah. Cost of living also matters though. Before I move to Hawaii. I'm pretty sure Maduro was in power as president, but the citizens didn't even vote for him. Well, I don't know what happened there. Move to Greenland. Maybe. I know I should not say that on the stream because they are watching. I know they are BFFs. I know they are BFFs. no problem with that on my end. They can be I don't care. I mean, they can be BFFs. I'm just saying that our prime minister is a thief, is a criminal, and is crooked. Our prime minister is the worst prime minister in the history of Hungary. Ever since Hungary is here in Europe, since our ancestors came in. I mean, this is the worst prime minister of all. The biggest thief. And I'm happy to say it out loud in YouTube. I don't care, because I just got to the point that I don't care about the threats. The Hungarian government actually threatened everybody on YouTube. That's true. Look after it. Threatened that if you say something bad against the government, they're gonna get you. Like, they're gonna go after you. But I just don't care anymore. The biggest thief in the whole history of Hungary is our prime minister. Yeah. They are gonna get you and give you, maybe. Yeah. Say it loud, say it proud. Yeah. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. And I'm already regretting saying this. It just came out because market is not moving, man. What to do? Like, we're in the range here. But oh my gosh, 10 points range on NQ, untradeable. So yes, Camille, rumors says, and not just rumors, there are facts. There are some journalists with evidence that they are blackmailing everybody. So just to let you know in some details, our Prime Minister Viktor Orban and his party, they are blackmailing the High Court here in Hungary. They put their own people from their own party to the highest court here in Hungary. They put their own people to the highest positions in the government, like the head of the police, the head of the military, the head of education, and everything. Everybody is basically a core party member and the core member of the closest circle of Viktor Orban. Everybody. Therefore, corruption is systematic. It's everywhere. Corruption is everywhere in the country. Everywhere. Everything is corrupt. The whole system, whatever you do. So if you do or say something bad against the government, you're screwed, basically. Teachers, just saying, teachers, if there's a protest on the street, I'm going to tell you something. Okay, I don't care. I'm going to tell you a true, real story about what's happening in Hungary. If there is a protest, for example, in the capital, in Budapest, people go out. The government puts out face recognizing cameras. Let me repeat that. The government knows where the protester is going to be. The day before, the government puts out face recognizing cameras. Again, face recognizing cameras on the streets, and they are recording the faces of everybody in the protest, and they are searching. The Secret Service, or whatever it's called nowadays, they are searching for those people, like who is working at a government facility or institution, whatever. For example, teachers, doctors, and anyone who works for the government. They fear to go out to protest because they don't want to lose their job. It happened. Teachers went out to protest. And some government employees went out to protest. Guess what happened? They got fired. Everybody got fired. because they knew that they were working for the government. They got fired like that. That's how it works. That is how the system built up here in Hungary. This is democracy in Hungary. You get fired. Or, as I said, there is a YouTuber here in Hungary, quite popular. He made a parody, a comedy. He made a comedy about the government. Guess what happened? A few days later, the SWAT team, guys, this is not a, I'm not making this up. The SWAT team went out to his apartment. The SWAT team with tax officers, police, and the SWAT raided his apartment and took away his computer and everything. Everything. Just saying, a popular Hungarian YouTuber. The SWAT team, the tax officers, and the police. I think they said around 15 or 20 people raided the YouTuber's apartment. The SWAT team, guys, come on, you know, weapons, SWAT, bulletproof vests, everything. They went out to take his computer from a YouTuber. Just saying. That's how democracy works in Hungary. Just a heads up. Yeah. How serious can the SWAT team be in this country? Yeah. Imagine if they're sending out the SWAT team to a YouTuber who criticizes the government with a comedy video. Imagine. Yes, Ollie, please. I don't know what their slingshot. I know I know the vehicle slingshot. I don't know if they're using that, or is it something like is that a weapon of some kind or something? I know that there's a vehicle, the 3-wheel motorcycle called slingshot, but I don't think that's what you mean. Yeah, you shoot rocks. Oh, they have these rubber bullets, I think, first. I mean, they have those weapons for low-level criminals, just to, you know, for starters, they're going with rubber bullets or something. Okay, NQ is going lower. We had the London Open. I think we might go for 750 here. There is a possibility. I mean, I don't know if I want to scalp this one, but I feel like there could be some liquidity below 750. What do you guys think? No trades yet on my end. Point of control from yesterday, 760. Okay. I just thought that it wants to take liquidity from down there. So far, nothing. The problem is the range. But I feel like it can go to 7. I would say 750, but I'm not taking the trade. I'm not taking it. Tom, your thoughts on negative risk reward on a weekly board capped account? There is nothing wrong with the negative risk to reward ratio, if that's what you're asking. In that case, you definitely need to, you know, keep things like you got to focus on a higher win ratio, or maybe decrease your risk if the market is not going to your way. or scale out from the position, I would say. So yeah, I myself, I'd like to keep it on a positive risk to reward ratio, but obviously I do know some guys, actually one guy who trades. He's not on social media, but he trades, he's scalping a lot. I mean, he calls it scalping. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, he goes for 10 points ish on NQ, and he lets the trade go down to like 30, 40, 50 points of drawdown many times. So quite a big negative risk to reward ratio. His win rate is, the win percentage is like 85% though. I think 80%, 85. So he wins a lot because he obviously leaves some room for the trade, but yeah. Just a friend of mine. He's not on social media. No, just a friend of mine. I know a guy who trades negative risk to reward with the scalping on NQ. That's it. No, not that. Not that. There's nothing wrong with that, though. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. As long as you can manage that risk, as long as you can, you know, go with it, then yeah, why not? Obviously, that's exactly my trading style, and when I lose big. I feel like it's not sustainable for the long run, but I'm not sure. Well, again, if you know those numbers, if you know your numbers, if you have enough data, especially not just from back testing but from forward testing, then you know that those levels are going to get hit. You just need to leave the trade a bigger room to play out, because your entry, for example, you're looking for whatever, in this example you might be looking for a supply, I don't know, I'm going to use this example for a supply zone, or for, sorry, in this case demand zone sell side to play out. All you need is like to go through the mid-level of the demand zone, like here. So it did it here, but in many cases the mid-level can act as a bouncing point here, so you gotta be prepared for it. But eventually, you know, it goes through. So this is a strategy as well. In this case, if you go with a negative risk to reward ratio, your entry point is the mid-level of the zone. Your target would be sell side liquidity. Risk to reward ratio is negative 3R here, or something like that, because you're prepared that it's going to go back, sweep some orders, but eventually it will go through. This could be a strategy, for example. It could be an absolutely valid strategy. The question is, how much can you win? How many times is it going to go through? I did notice that, for example, in many cases the price goes to the mid-level, like like in this case it goes to the mid-level, bounces up, sweeps some liquidity from these levels here, and then goes back down. It could be a strategy. Now all you need to do is backtest it, and then you will feel a little bit more comfortable with the drawdown because you know the numbers. That's why they're, you know, backtesting is so important. And backtesting, I don't mean just backtesting the last week or the last couple of days. You got to do it for months. You got to go back for months and months, maybe a year or more. He may got to 3,000 in drawdown, then taking 2-3. I don't know him. Is that Lambo roll, or I don't know. I have 1K weekly reward cap account that I have made a good buffer. Ah, okay. That's good. I mean, yeah, so you have room to trade there. Okay. I mean, this was just an example, Alana. So, or Ellen, sorry, Ellen Arcega. Okay, so this was just one example. There's so many ways to build a strategy around the negative risk to reward ratio, but you got to go back and collect the data. You got to do the back testing. I think there are just thousands and thousands of ways to do this, right? Anyway, here's what's happening on gold based on the indicator. Still pushing higher, no pullback here. RSI pointing back up there. NQ is still a little bit oversold. I can tell you that there could be a bit of a divergence here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So I don't know. Oh, you guys don't see it. All right. Anyways, there could be a divergence on the RSI. You don't see it because my face is in the way. But anyway, there's a divergence down there on the RSI. And now it's moving back up there. Actually, I don't even need this. I see. Okay, so there's definitely a divergence on the 5-minute. Anyway, let's just wait. Definitely not the best volatility so far. And by the way, today, I might have to leave a little bit earlier. We'll see. I have an appointment at the barber shop, so gotta go to the barber. I have a long hair. Imagine, last time I was at the barber shop was last year. They gotta do something about it. And by the way, this is the 3rd day of my weight loss journey. I'm keeping myself under, and that's a real big deal on my end. I'm keeping myself under 1700 calories per day. Yeah, good joke. Under 16 or 1700 calories per day. It's pretty tough thing. So I'm counting calories. This is the 3rd day. I don't even want to say how much kilogram I was. I'm gonna tell you guys after a week or two if I'm seeing some progress here. No, I check it weekly, on Ginka. I check it weekly. I started a journal. It's right here on my desk. I started a journal. I'm writing down my weight, and I'm also journaling how much calories I ate on any given day. I'm not journaling all the food I ate. I'm just writing down numbers like this is how much calories. Obviously, it's not going to be 100% accurate, but it's going to be like 85-90% accurate. I think I'm quite good in estimating the calories on each and every food that I eat. And I do have ChatGPT. No, I actually research everything online. And so this is my 3rd day of... Yesterday, all I had in the morning is one small tiny sandwich. I had for lunch, I had a anyway, it was just a bit of a mushroom with pasta. Anyway, that was 290 calories because that was a ready-made food. Anyway, just had to heat it in the microwave. So that was actually, I was looking for more healthier food, but that was 300 calories. And I had another small tiny sandwich later on. I had a coffee. I did add sugar to the coffee because yes, sugar is not healthy, I know, but again, with the coffee, it's only like 50 to 70 calories. And that's also fine. Anyway. I need that for trading, I know. Third day? All right. Hey, Summerman, what's up? Yes, that's what I'm doing. And exactly, after waking up, that's when I'm doing the weight measurement. Yeah, so what I need to in moderation, what does that mean? On a body in moderation. Yeah. So the thing is, I think my BMI index, I mean, the minimum calories that I need to eat according to my age, my weight and height and everything, I think that is 24 or 25, 2400 calories, maybe 25, I forgot. So this means if I keep my body in a calorie deficit, which at least should be, or I mean, a modest calorie deficit would be like 500 calories negative. That should help to lose weight. Even if I don't do anything, if I keep myself in a calorie deficit, I should be losing weight. Now, there is an interesting thing. I was reading not just an article, but quite a huge story and everything about the actor Christian Bale. You might know him. He plays Batman. He was playing some big movies as well. And he played the famous movie, The Engineer, right? I think he lost weight. He was like, I don't know, 40 something, 50 kilograms. I know, not like that. That was, anyway, he lost a lot of weight there. The mechanic, sorry. The mechanic. So he was being asked about how he did it, because obviously he was all buffed up for the Batman movie and then the mechanic, and he was famous about, you know, then he was playing some other roles, he gained weight, and then that was that movie which is called American, what was that, with Jennifer Lawrence and Jeremy Renner. What was that? American, I don't know the name of it. Anyway, he also gained weight for that movie. American Hustle, I think. Yes, American Hustle. American Hustle. The movie American Hustle. American Hustle. In that movie, just look at this image. Now, this image, just an, you know. So Christian Bale, this is actually real weight. This is not a makeup or anything like that. This is, he actually really gained up real weight, and he was doing the mechanic as well, and Batman. So he really knows a lot about how these weight loss and things were going. Anyway, the thing is, what he said, the only thing he did, he kept his body in a deficit. That's what he did. He was reading a lot about all the fancy diets and everything, all kind of fancy stuff, but he said, okay, he doesn't have, you know, the mindset for it, and you know, just to dive into every fancy thing. All he did is kept his body in a deficit, and that's how he lost weight. That's it. That's how simple it was. It's not as simple to say. It's not as simple. I mean, simple to say, but it's not as simple to do. But that's what he did. Nothing is moving, guys. Nothing. I'm actually disappointed. This could be maybe so far the worst London session of the year. I can tell that. I think this is the worst London session of the year so far. Isn't that how you get into ketosis? I don't know what that is. Ketosis? Is that a disease or something? You get into ketosis. I have to look for it. What is that? Metabolic state where your body, deprived of carbs, burns fat for fuel, producing ketones as an alternative energy source for your brain and body, often achieved via ketogenic diet or fasting, leading to potential weight loss, but also side effects like keto flu, headaches, fatigue, and bad breath. Oh, distinct from dangerous diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA. Oh my gosh, okay. Interesting. Market is taking a nap for sure. This is state. Yeah. Burns fat instead of carbs. That's actually good. So that's the state I want to achieve, by the way. Yeah. So yes, Ollie. So in that state, I want to get into that state. I want to get my body to start to burn the fat. That's it. Yeah, that's true. Keto. Good morning, K-Bell. Hello. It's really healthy. Really? It doesn't sound like it's healthy. It seems like there's a lot of risk involved. Good morning, Ahmed. Hello. For example, in this is tea. And I'm just going to tell you guys a secret. This tea has a bit of a sugar in it. Now, I know that I can have 5 mugs of tea of this, and that's going to give me 250 calories. This is my second for the day. I can still have 3 more throughout the day. So this is 50 calories. Because I like sugar. I mean, quote unquote, like sugar. But some sugar can be added if you know how to control it. But this is 50 calories. 1 mug of tea. Or cup of tea. Anyway. Let's move on. You need to eat very few carbs and eat a lot of fat. Yeah, I know. I mean, it is burning fat, that's for sure. Little 30-50 grams of carbs depend on each person. Okay, let's see what's going on. We have a bit of a pullback here on NQ. Gold, definitely. The problem with gold is that there is no fair value gap. Nothing. No fair value gap here that I can use to enter a trade. I still feel like that 750 could be a target. I feel like it could be the same exact situations that we talked about earlier, like picking up some liquidity here and then goes for 750. Who knows? Even higher, you know. Asia high is, I would say Asia high is, where is it? 50.05. There's a swing high there. I'm gonna call Asia high up there. 835. A lot of eggs, meat, and fat, and vegetables. True, true, true. Trav Beats joined the gym yesterday. I need to go back too. Yes, exactly, RX. That's my friend. My friend works at the gym. He told me the same exact thing. If I eat more fat, I'm actually reprogramming my body that it needs to burn the fat. And it's not going to go after the carbs. And so, if I have a lot of fat, my body starts to burn it even more than before. Fats, oils. Philcos is here. Oh my gosh. Hello. Exactly. London said this is a terrible London session, guys. This is an absolutely, maybe the worst London, I mean definitely the worst London session of the new year so far. That's your target. No trace stocks. 750. Let's go. Yeah, we'll see, Ahmed. Good morning, Philcos. The market reaper from the east. Tom, the sledgehammer. Sabo. Ketones are also preferred by your brain. So, yeah, we also need to focus. I mean, we need to have some brain energy as well for trading. We can't just drop it away like that, like, hey, we don't care. We need the energy. Exactly, the mental focus. I'm doing great, Philcos. Thanks for asking. This is the third day of losing, or starting to lose weight of my diet. This is the third day. By the way, I wanted to ask you guys, would you guys like me to do like more vlog videos, like nothing special, just how my everyday goes on, like how I get what I do when I get up and I go to buy some groceries, and when I come back, and how I prepare for trading, what I do after I finished up with the trade. I go out and wash my car, or I just go out driving, whatever. So just everyday vlog videos. Would that be interesting to put on my YouTube? I know I tried it earlier. I don't know if I should or not, because I just want to get more engagement and obviously build the channel. And I think Trading Star can also help me in this one. And there's another guy with editing, because the problem is I'm super bad in editing, but it should not require too much editing because it's just a vlog. So nothing special, just everyday chill things. I just don't know if I should do it or not. Yes, we want you back on OnlyFans. Okay. I will. Don't worry, the time will come. Fat should be combined only with protein, otherwise it leads straight to fat gain. Oh. I don't do Facebook because of that. First pullback in 5-minute charts in gold. Last 90 minutes, let's check it. Oh yeah, not much is happening. Zoltan, hello. The day in life of Tom. Obviously, the good thing is that you guys don't need to watch it if you don't want to. Day in life with the hungry Hungarian, yeah. Something like that. Guys, there's so much snow out there. Like, it was snowing all night. Show around the country. Well, I wish I would be driving around too much nowadays around the country, but I can show you guys around the city or where I go. I mean, places where I go. Obviously, it has to have some sort of a purpose, because just filming random things. So the best would be to use that vlog time to do or talk about something trading related, right? That would be better. I always have some idea. I kind of an interesting thing, and this goes, I mean, this is technically related to trading. When I'm walking, when I go for these big walks, there's so many things, you know, coming to my mind about trading. So maybe it would be better just to record it, you know, the Walks and Talks series. We'll see. Yeah, I do like that 750 level. This is just not my entry. That's the thing. I can actually check for a 1 minute entry level here. Okay, so this is the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute now looks like bullish. So I know this is the 1 minute indicator here. It's still bearish, but once these candles closing higher here, that could be a bullish signal. Who knows? But I'm gonna stick with the 5 minute for now. The 5 minute is definitely bearish. Show some charts and setups with the vlog. Yeah, that could be good too. That could be good too. Whoa! Illuminati Crypto and FX. Hello. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the channel. By the way, I don't know what's up with Streamlabs this morning, but it's just not working. I don't know why. Streamlabs is not working. Why? I'm sick and tired of trying to be profitable on NASDAQ. Hey, Yamil. Dude, don't say it like that. I mean, it's all about patience and discipline. Randall, hello there. Happy trading day to you too. Subtle shit, but it clearly saw it. Yeah. But the problem is you're overtrading again. That's the issue. It's about overtrading. You're doing the overtrading thing. You are doing the overtrading. Yeah, this London session is absolutely terrible, to be honest. It's BS price action for sure, but there's, you know, Yamil, I think there's like every market has this kind of BS price action every now and then. Even if you would switch to crypto or currencies or I don't know, crude oil, whatever, you would always find these kind of, you know, again, it's about peaks and valleys. So sometimes every market has these shitty price action days, even weeks. It's something we just, you know, can't go by just like that. So we just got to accept it. There has to be some sort of a strategy, approach, risk management, how to survive these days. And obviously not overtrading is one of the keys. I know, too many fake outs everywhere. Or just having one target. It's worse than holidays. To be honest, yes, it is definitely worse than a holiday. Oh, this is so bad. Very bad. Yeah, that's I agree. I know, Yamil. I know. All right, nothing is really moving. It's just so boring, man. Gold is pushing. Nothing on the 5-minute. I'm not taking a trade there. No, nothing. It actually shows a bearish movement there, but I don't know. All right. Hashtag for the stream. I took a short scalp trade here. Only on an evaluation account before anybody would start to go crazy. Hashtag for the stream. Only on an eval. Here's the trade. I'm gonna put the TP to 751, and in this case I might gonna use a negative risk to reward ratio because I don't care. Maybe I do. I don't know. Okay, so that's gonna be it. Negative risk to reward ratio, looking for the 751 level. Only one of the reason here, I'm not a fan of this at all. I'm not a fan, but like, if there's nothing to do here on NQ, then just take out that 750 and we'll see what happens, right? So that's the thought process. Nothing more, just the 750. Yeah, smart traders trade gold and silver, London, Asia. It depends on this is again subjective, Yamil, I think, but yeah, could be. But that's why you need a plan. I'm reading what you're saying here. I mean, that's why you need a plan. You need to anticipate a level that you're looking for. I think that is super important. But I get it. I got you right on this one. You're saying a woman on the verge of nervous breakdown is considered to be better. What? What the heck are you talking about, man? Good level. 750 are many orders in order book. Okay, thank you, Martin. Gold off again. What's happening? Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, gold is on steroids again. I don't know about that, Phil, because I just don't remember me saying that. I woke up in this room this morning not knowing what is happening. Well, we are in a simulation, FYI, so maybe that's why. Look at me, I'm in a drawdown. Mr. Brion, hello there. Don't worry, it's fine. It's completely fine, everybody. We're fine, you know, we're doing absolutely great. We're doing just great. Don't worry. A little bit of a drawdown has never hurt anyone before in the history of trading. Yeah, I know it's not a great place. Actually, the best place that I could, I mean, even if I wanted to get this short, I should have gone in at least 10 points higher, somewhere around, I don't know, 78, 79-ish. If I really wanted to, I mean, I was looking for this inversion here. So it's definitely not a good place to enter. Anyway, let's see what happens. We have the pre-market open soon. No clear direction. That is true. That is why I was just like, let's see what happens on an eval. I don't really have high hopes for this trade, to be honest. And you know, this bearish pin bar or whatever it's called, I mean, we can get a so-called wick fill at 788 any moment. So, but I thought that it's just gonna go down to finally take that 750 and get on with it. Tell us whether you will implement VP in your, I mean, the VWAP in your trading strategy. Is that the VWAP? Volume profile. I don't think I will. Not that I think it's a bad thing. I just think that basically what volume profile is saying is, where is the congestion area? Volume profile is, for me, is showing where were prices congested the most, right? So I can already tell without the volume profile, and that's all I need, is this area is a point of control, this area is a point of control, this area down here is a point of control, and this here too. So this is what the volume profile is actually showing. And the levels in between, like these levels, these are low, the so-called low volume nodes, right? And so that information I technically already know, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Volume profile is great. I just don't think that it can add to, I mean, in terms of targets or stop loss, it's not really adding to my, it's interesting. That's why I'm also asking Terry quite a few times at MyFunded TV what she's thinking, because it's interesting to see what it shows. And actually it confirms the theory. Like if I would put a volume profile here, I'm guessing it would show that there's a certain point of control here, up there somewhere. I don't know, but nothing bad against it. Oh, really? Well, I don't know what's happening on SlippegeX nowadays. Merit, hello. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon. Data feed is important. It is. It's very slow. It's very extremely slow. NQ is extremely slow this morning. Oh, DEX at all-time high? That could happen. Totally forgot to check. Let's check the news. ADP non-farm payroll in the European session. Yeah, we have 955 unemployment change. That could be interesting. I mean, that's going to be in 10 minutes. Core CPI, that's later. Construction PMI. Okay, this could be an interesting data, although it's yellow folder, so, but still, could be interesting. Yeah, my trade is not looking good. I'm in a drawdown as well. Not looking good. I really thought that this is just gonna drop to 750. It's probably just best to leave NQ for 50. Okay, maybe even only 150k accounts in Europe and use 25k and 50k in Asia. Could be, depending, again, it depends on your risk management, right? Mark, hello, good morning. Hey, how you doing, Mark? All right. I'm curious about the oil too. Like, what can happen? What can happen there? NFP week, yeah, everything is messed up. That's true. That is true. I'm just gonna put a line here. Actually, not yet. But maybe. Maybe. You make my day either green or red. That's it. One or the other, yeah. I strongly, I mean, not financial advice, but I strongly recommend not to take this trade if you haven't already. Please do not take this trade. This is a very low probability. This is on an evaluation account only. So do not take this trade. Global situation with Venezuela, yeah, according to my sources. I don't think that I mean, I don't want to go into, I mean, I can talk about politics in my country, but the political situation in the US and South America, I would say I don't think that the US government is going to go after Colombia or even Cuba for that matter. I don't think that they're going to do the same thing. If I would have to take a bet on Polymarket, for example, I don't think that they're going to do the same thing. I don't think so. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I just don't see the point. Greenland. The Danish people are quite angry about this Greenland thing. At least as we heard in the news here in Hungary. I don't know about that. I don't know how it goes right now, but only fun, no financial. Exactly. You knew about Venezuela a month ago. Wow. Excuse me. Yeah, 2 hours in this range, guys. 2 hours. This is just so bad. Actually, to be honest with you guys, I just want to close this position. I might even close it here. I'm not interested holding this position at all. I think this is just a struggle here for NQ. I don't see the reason, but anyway. F around and find out. Yeah, that's the message to the world. Gas prices about to drop. That would be interesting to see, guys. I don't know. But who cares? We can leave it. It's just an evaluation account, so you know what I was thinking? If it turns around and goes back up, I don't know. I was thinking like maybe move the stop a little bit lower, but exactly, no momentum, no trades, nothing. Papacito, break even. I don't know. I'm not gonna put it to break. I'm just gonna leave it be. It's a negative R trade. We like it. If the monitor stands down, you still can't come and take over. Yeah. Yeah, maybe because it's NFP week. Guys, I have to go to the barber shop and my car is covered in snow. So first I have to get the car somehow out of the snow. And so that's going to take a bit of a time. And I have to be there in about 30 minutes. So I'm going to call it here, everybody. I don't care about this trade, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna leave this TP on 751. We'll see, and I'll be back for early New York session. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to support the channel, please use the code TOMSABO at all these prop firms. Apex extended the sale, 90% still on. Maybe Bulenox is gonna extend it too. Lucid Trading, Funded Futures Network, buy one get one free, and all the others, check them out and support the channel if you can or consider. Thank you so much. I'm grateful. God bless you all. I'll be back for New York early session. All right. Cheers, everybody. God bless.